Sleep means, on one sense, rest. Psalm 127, unless the Lord builds a house, they da-da-da-da, and for so he gives his beloved sleep. God gives sleep. There's something about rest that's beautiful. And there's something about sleep in the Bible that can also mean prayerlessness, apathy, disinterest. And he says, awake, arise, and he talks to the church and he says, don't go to sleep. So the question is, what is sleep to you? Is it rest or is it apathy? It's a fine line sometimes between rest and apathy. Come on, let's worship God. No, I'm just in a space of rest. It's hard. Sometimes rest and apathy is a fine line. To the wise, it's rest. To the foolish, it's apathy. See, the bridegroom delayed. That was the time for the foolish to go, I better go get some more oil. If you're going through a delay, don't waste the delay. See, the reason the wise could sleep through the delay is because they have reserves. To those who build reserves in their life, you can rest through any delay that you face because you've built a reserve. But sometimes the delay may just be the mercy of God in your life, saying, I'm giving you a space. I think me not getting married till 32 was God's mercy on my poor wife. It's like, I'm going to give this guy some time to get himself sorted out. And rather than sleeping through the delay, oh, can't believe I'm single, can't believe I'm not, you know, whatever your delay is, maybe it's a health challenge, maybe it's a relational challenge, but you can rest through the delay when you have reserves. And if you're in the middle of a delay, and there are people here, I'm sure, all over this room, young and old, you're going through some form of delay right now. But I want to encourage you, just focus on what God is doing in you. Focus on the oil, not on the lamp. Focus on what God is doing in you, not when God is going to do it for you. You can't do much about the delay, but you can do something about your oil. Whatever the trial or the challenge you face right now, today is the day, and it's your opportunity to say, God, I want to know you. I just want more oil. I can't handle what I'm facing, but I know if I can get more oil in this season. I don't want to sleep through the conference. I don't want to sleep through the season. Lord, give me more oil. See, what you do in the season of delay does matter. Listen, let me put it another way. What you do when everyone else is sleeping is what sets you apart. If everyone's going to sleep, you go after God and say, God, I want more oil. You know, why take extra oil? Why build reserves? Because of unexpected delays, for sure. But what about this? What about unseen destiny? What about unseen destiny? One of the reasons more of God is always a good thing is there's destiny hovering, and I really felt this stirring in my spirit for this room tonight. There is unseen destiny hovering over individuals here. You're sitting in the seat and you think you've worked out your future. But I want to tell you that God has got more for you than you realize. But if you don't have the oil levels required for what He's got in store for you, see, there are times where you're like, okay, I need more of God in case I go through a delay. But sometimes the reserves are there because there's something God has for you around the corner that when you find it, you can't go, whoa, I'm not ready for this. God wants to outrageously promote and bless some of you, but the reserves are going to determine the measure of destiny that God will trust you with. But there's unseen destiny, and that's a great reason to take extra oil. You maybe you're not going through a crisis. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm not going through a crisis, I'm fine. Well, go after more of God because you don't know what is around the corner for you in the sense of destiny.